This is the Burgundy and Gold Blitz on part of the Coach and Crew Show, where Tantor and I are going to break down Washington's game each and every week. So for the 2020 season, this is the beginning. And here we go. So, Phil, I want to start with what a lot of people are complaining about is the decision to punt. And we'll go backwards in time throughout the game as well. But it seems like that's what everybody's starting point is when the internet's complaining or what the analysts on TV are doing, that decision to punt with about 6 minutes left to go in the game. I personally was all in favor of it, even if there was a penalty on the play, because you expect something like the defense to stop them within the next 6 minutes. But that's my take. How are you seeing it?
It's very inconsistent with Ron Rivera since he went for it on fourth down earlier in the game. And then with the game on the line at the end, he did not go for it. But still, I don't think that would have won the game, and I don't think it lost the game for him. It's basically immaterial, in my opinion, because the defense rolled over and played turnstile the whole game, and they didn't stop them then. They weren't going to stop them. We would have scored. It doesn't matter. Chargers would have went down and scored on us anyway. So really and truly, I think it's much ado about nothing. Regardless of whatever decision he made, they were going to lose.
You picked it up, and I'm surprised we're going to be bullet point number 3 before we get to what's probably going to be the main storyline coming out of Washington this week. Let's start with the defense at the bullet point number 2.
We played defense today?
Well, it was Jersey Day.
Did you see a defense?
I didn't. It was Jersey Day. So
yeah.
You got to line up on the defensive side of the ball and allow the receivers to have somewhere between 8 and 18 yards receiving per play, especially in the middle of the field. We only guarded the sidelines.
Well, it's obvious that Ron Rivera went towards what worked in Carolina, his defense. Ron Rivera is the zone defense guy in Carolina. He had Julius Peppers and some monsters on D-line that really wreaked havoc in the backfield. He thought he had that here, but there's a milk carton with Chase Young's picture on it. So, if somebody finds Chase Young, ask him to make a play. We also, in Carolina, he had some guy by the name of Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis and some other linebackers that consistently made All-Pro, and Kuechly's going to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if we even have an NFL linebacker on our team, because they were atrocious today. Our linebacking play was just bad. I think I saw Holcomb make a couple plays 10, 15 yards down the field. But besides that, linebacker play was awful. It was just awful. I was watching how the zone is. The zone drops were wrong. I watched Bostic drop into the zone of the cornerback because the cornerbacks had the zone about 5 to 7 yards off the line of scrimmage outside. I watched Bostic drop in front of the cornerback over there. So that effectively means you had 2 defenders taking the low corner of the field and nobody covering anyone in the middle with the middle zone.
Justin Herbert, 31 completions, 337 yards. I mean, I don't care if this was only start number, let's say, 17 for his career. He looks like the real deal. So I'll give him a little bit of props. But
his jersey was completely clean behind a makeshift offensive line that they had put together. And then when they wanted to run the ball, they ran the ball on us too. It was lack of effort on defense. The defense is supposed to be a top 5 defense. The defense let this team down today. They were bad, plain and simple.
Now what's probably going to be the main storyline coming out of week 1 is Ryan Fitzmagic had to leave late in the second quarter with a hip injury that sounds like it's pretty serious and it's going to be out multiple weeks. He was only 3 of 6 for 13 yards, and the offense looked flat. In comes Taylor Heineke, fresh off of his heroic performance against Tampa Bay. And one of our friends of the show, Devin, was at the game, and he said even the crowd just felt the energy and the enthusiasm and the lift of so the team's leadership actually picked up when Heineke went in. He was 11 of 15 for only $122, but threw a pass and no interceptions, and he was a little bit of a lightning rod that the team needed to get going. Now, He never got that final chance to score a second touchdown, unfortunately, at the end, but it was at least a step in the right direction to get you to get to 16.
Well, the best thing that happened to us today was Fitzmagic getting hurt. Plain and simple. He didn't have it. Our offensive line is only last year I gave our offensive line a C. They're at a C plus now. Cosme's not ready. And Leno, there's a reason why the Bears let him go. Because Fitzpatrick was getting hit. And obviously he got hit and got hurt. But they didn't look good at all. And Fitzpatrick, he never got the ball to McLaurin. He never got the ball to Thomas. Our two leading receivers, he never even looked their way.
Nope.
And when Heineke came in, what did he do? He hit Thomas. He hit McLaurin. He wasn't just checking the ball down, although he did have a couple checkdowns, but he didn't check the ball down all the time. He actually hit a long ball down the field to McLaurin, who made a fantastic circus catch.
That was in the Washington game, the catch of the day.
Oh, absolutely. So Heineke throws the ball down the field. He has legs, so he can get away from the rush, which was zeroing in on him. He put pressure on the defense, and he made things happen, and he did. And it opened up our running game, too. We saw Gibson start to break some runs there in the second half. Unfortunately, Gibson, he's the GOAT today, along with the defense, by fumbling on our own 5-yard line. And that ended up being the difference. That the defense can't stop anybody.
They say the biggest adjustments happen between week 1 and week 2, so we'll see. But Washington's next home game is on Thursday night. It is the Thursday night game, and I guess it's on NFL Network. I don't pay attention to how they do things.
Well, the big question is, do you think we change kickers?
That's not even on my radar. That's so far down. That's so far down.
We have some problems. We really do. We've got some. I think our offense actually is okay with Tyler Heineke out there. Or Taylor Heineke. Sorry.
I think if you give Heineke Tuesday and Wednesday with reps, because Monday will be an off day. You have him Tuesday and Wednesday with reps, and then it's going to be a whole new look come Thursday night.
I got to tell you, I wouldn't give him any reps. I would right now give him a ticket. Let's send him to Cancun, Mexico for 3 days. Let's fly him in Thursday morning and just shove him out there on the field and let him go and let him improvise. Draw plays in the sand and go. I think he's more dangerous to everybody when he's improvising.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter at Coach Cruz Show. We'll be back after every season's games. We'll see you again either late Thursday night or Friday morning, depending on our bedtime schedule after Washington's next game with the Giants on week 2.
Or I might break my phone if we lose to the Giants and I'll have to get a new one. So then it would be the next day on Friday.